It is not the announcement by the pilot that stops the plane from crashing. Welcome to section 31 of chapter 2 of the Holy Quran. It begins with sign 236. نمشي. ولا جناح عليكم إن طلقتم النساء ما لم تمسوهن ما لم تمسوهن. Yes. وما جناح عليكم إن طلقتم النساء ما لم تمسوهن. There is no blame on you if you divorce women before consumption. Before consumption, ma lam tamasuna. So lam tamasuna literally before she has been touched. Before she has been touched, or before she has come into contact with another person. Here, our honorable interpreter says before consummation. I said before consumption, before consummation. There's no blame on you if ye divorce women before consummation. Malam tamasuhunna. أو تفريدو تفريدوهن. Sorry. أو تفريدو لهن فريدة أو تفريدو لهن أو تفريدو لهن فريدة, or the fixation of their dowry. Or let me join the two sentences together. There's no blame on you if you divorce women before consummation or the fixation of their doa. And I said dowry, or the conversation of their doa. أو تفريدو لهن فريدة. ومتيئوهن على الموسئ قدره. But bestow on them a suitable gift. A suitable gift is in brackets. ومتئوهن على الموسئ قدره. The wealth according to his means. The wealth according to his means. I omitted the words for the wealth according to his means. ومتئوهن على الموسئ قدره according to his means. Where is قدره? ومتاعا بالمعروف. ومتاعا بالمعروف, and the poor according to his means. So whatever you are giving to the woman, it should be according to your wish, rich or poor. Let me take it again. ومتئوهن على موسئ قدره وعلى مقتر قدره وعلى مقتر قدره. I think I read it wrong. وعلى مقتر قدره, and the poor according to his means. Yeah. Let me take it again in Arabic. ومتئوهن على موسئ قدره وعلى مك وعلى مكثر قدره and uh, and the poor according to his means. Uh, Mata'an bil ma'ruf, a gift of reasonable amount. Ma'ruf comes here again, a gift of miserable of reasonable amount of of reasonable amount. Uh, ومتاعا بالمعروف حقا على المحسنين حقا على المس على المحسنين حقا على المحسنين uh, is due from those who wish to do the right thing. Mm. A wish to a wish from those who wish to do the right thing. So Musinin here is interpreted as those who wish to do the right thing. Mm. So this is not just translation, it's translated according to reasoning. Mm. Wa hakan alal mustari, a gift of reasonable amount is due from those who wish to do the right thing. uh, I don't think there is any note to it. I can't see any. The last note was 268. Yes, there is no note to it. So let's go straight to sign 237. وإن طلقتموهن من قبل أن تمسوهن وقد وقد فرضتم لهن وقد فرضتهن فريدة. And if ye divorce them before consummation, وإن وإن طلقتهن قبل أن تمسوهن, before consummation, and if you divorce them before consummation, but after the fixation of dowry for them, قبل أن تمسوهن وقد فريدة لهن فريدة فنصف ما فنصف ما فرضتم. But and if ye divorce them before consummation, but after the fixation of a dower for them, then the half of the dower is due to them, nisfun half. Then the half of the dower is due to them. Illa an yafuna, an yafuna, except illa is due to them and the half of the dower, unless they remit it, illa an yafuna, illa an yafuna, أو أو يفو الذي بيديه أو يفو بالذي بيديه, unless they remit it or the man's half is remitted by him in whose hands is the marriage tie. Well, not easy to understand, eh? Or or the man's half. The man's half is in brackets, or the man's half is remitted by him, in whose hands is the marriage tie. There is a note to read anyway, so we shall go to read. Anya funa au iya funa allazi biyadihi ugdatan al nikaha uh, by him in whose hands is the marriage tie. Mm. Ugdatan and nikaha. In an-nikahi, sorry, ugdatan and nikahi, I'm sorry. Ugdatan and nikahi, in whose hand is the marriage tie. Mm. And the remission of the man's half is again in brackets. And the remission of the man's half, if the nearest to righteousness, full stop, biyadihi ubatan anka, wa an wa antafu wa antafu akrabu le taku le takwa wa sorry wa antafu akrabu lil taqwa. uh, and the remission of the man's half, if the nearest to righteousness, and taqwa here is again interpreted as righteousness. And tafu akrabu li taqwa, if the nearest to righteousness. Full stop. Wala tansu al-fadla bainakum. Wala tansu al-fadla bainakum. And do not forget, do not forget liberality between yourself. La tanfu al-fadla bainakum. Al-fadla here is interpreted as liberality. Liberality between yourself. La tansu al-fadla bainakum. Inna allaha bima ta'maluna basirun. Inna allaha bima ta'lamuna basirun. For God sees well all that ye do. God sees well all that ye do. We have two notes to this, 269 and 270. 270 is against marriage time. Ugdatun al nikaha. Sorry, ugdatun an nikahi. Ugdatun an nikahi. And then 269 is against a man's half is remitted. 269. So let's go to 269 first. The law declares that in such a case, half the dower fixed shall be paid by the man to the woman. Full stop. But it is open to the woman to remit the half due to her, or to the man, to remit the half which he is entitled to deduct. Full stop. And thus pay the whole. So let's go to 270. Him in whose hands is the marriage tie. All that is in italics. Then column. According to Hanafi doctrine, Hanafi is spelled Hanefi. According to Hanafi doctrine, this is the husband himself who can ordinarily by his act who can ordinarily by his act dissolve the marriage. Full stop. It therefore behoves him to be all the more liberal to the woman and pay her the full dower, even if the marriage was not consummated. So here, taqwa comes in, fear of God comes in. Everything about this book and the laws therein are about the fear of God for good-hearted people, not for wicked people. Mm. All right, so that's 270. That's no 270 to sign 237 to sign 237. Let's see if you can do sign 238 before I round up. Mm. Okay. We now go to the fear of God itself, prayers. Mm. Uh, Hafizu ala salawati wa salawati al wasta. Hafizu ala salawati wa salawatil wusta. Guard strictly your habit of prayers. Your habit of is in brackets, but guard strictly your prayers, especially the middle prayer, wusta, the middle prayer, wusta, wa salawati, wusta. And wa here is interpreted as especially. Mm. Uh, Wakumu lillahi kaniti. Wakumu lillahi kaniti. And stand, kumu, and stand before God, before Allah, and before God, and stand before God, lillahi kanitina, in the devout frame of mind, the devout frame of mind. Frame of mind is in brackets. So let me take it straight away in the okay in both Arabic and English. Hafizu ala salawati wa salawatil wusta wa kumu lillahi kanitina. Guard strictly your habit of prayers, especially the middle prayer, wasta, and stand before God in devout frame of mind. So, frame of mind, you know what it means. Not with intoxicants in your head or your blood, let me say your blood. And that is sign 238. And sign 238, the note to read is 271. 271 as middle prayer, which uh, we normally take for granted, which we don't pay full attention to. And what does the middle prayer say? Let's see. 271. The middle prayer, and this is in italics, semicolon. Salawatul Wusta, also in italics. So, in other words, Salawatul Wusta means the middle prayer. Now, in proper print, not in italics. The italics ends. May be translated the best or the most excellent prayer. So maybe it is translated as the best or the excellent prayer because it comes in the middle of the day or in the middle of all the prayers, if you like. Then, authorities differ as to the exact meaning of the phrase. What is the middle prayer? Which prayer is the middle prayer? That's it. The weight of authorities seems to be in favor of interpreting this as the Asr prayer. The Asr prayer, that's after midday. The Asr prayer, into brackets, in the middle of the afternoon. Aha. So where this is where the middle comes. Wusta. So the middle prayer is interpreted as Al Asr. That's somewhere between noon and night. The commentator is telling us that's what the weight of commentators leans to or leans against. Okay, in the middle of the afternoon, brackets close. This is apt to be most neglected, and yet this is most necessary to remind us of God in the midst of our worldly affairs. So the commentator says, generally Muslims don't take it serious. We often tend to neglect it, but it's rather about the most important. It comes in the middle of all the prayers, mm, or the middle of the afternoon prayers. uh, yes, uh, and that is note 271 to sign 238. I think we halt here, and when we come back in the next video, we shall go to sign 239. Thank you very much. Ilalekai. Bye bye. Au revoir. May God be with you. May God be with me. May God be with everybody. And may He shower His mercy on His may He continue to shower His mercy on us.